What's up, guys? It's Pockstops here with Weekend Warriors. This is our Xcom 2 playthrough for War of the Chosen, and this is episode 7, I believe. So, today is a very special day, outside of it being Christmas Day. Today is a double upload day, so this is the first episode of that double upload. So first things first, let's go ahead and get us another rookie trained. We'll train us another ranger, is what we're going to go for. Having 2 of them is going to be great. Honestly, you should probably end up with 4 by the time it's all said and done. Wanted to see what that squad size 2 is going to take. Not quite there. It's mostly, well, outside of supplies. It's also the fact that none of our soldiers are a high enough rank to get it. So, there's the black market. We definitely want to get that scanned out of the way. It's going to be a good source of intel and just a bunch of different things, actually. We completed the covert action higher learning, so with that out of the way, we get us another scientist. Increased research speed is always a good thing. Level up to rookies as well. So now let's go ahead and find the Templars. We will send nothing, and I believe the specialist that we rescued in that mission we did earlier. Yep. Jamie Watson. So, at this point, I wanted to take a look and upgrade the 2 soldiers that we had just gotten. So, go ahead and get this one promoted. And there's another grenadier. Perfect. And I believe this one ends up being a sharpshooter. Yep. So there's another sharpshooter, another grenadier. We're on our way of getting roughly about 4 of each class. So it all works out, though. Having multiples is not going to be a bad thing. Not only that, that gives me more people to recruit from Discord as well. So one of the things is, though, is I want to wait until those guys actually get nicknames or call signs. And I'm just pretty much, for Discord names, I'm just using the Discord name as the call sign. So if it seems like I've slacked off on conscripting people from Discord, I haven't. I just haven't gotten, haven't made, a lot of people I didn't make pre-made, and the ones that I'm waiting to assign to, I'm waiting for those characters to grab nicknames before I assign them. So here we are in the black market. That right there, the chosen warlock information, is going to be very helpful. The rush speed on the magnetic weapons is amazing, so we're definitely going to pick that up, and we're going to go ahead and pick up the chosen warlock one too. Though the supplies is tempting, very tempting. The supplies and the alloy is. We don't have enough intel for that. I just wanted to check and see what the prices were for some of the stuff that we have. And looking back on it, honestly, we probably could have sold the regular hair triggers and just the regular weapon mods. They're honestly not good enough to really put on a weapon, but that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and fly over here and finish up this stadium scan that we have been trying to finish for feels like multiple episodes now. So we got that ranger training completed, but I'm not too concerned on training anyone else right this minute. So there's the power relay up. With that, we can actually build a couple more buildings. We're close to having the workshop done too, and that's going to be really nice to get done. So I had to put the engineer helping out with the excavation over there and speed that up by a couple more days. So with that stuff out of the way, let's finish up the stadium. And there we go, there's the supplies from that. At this point we actually really, well, we kind of need intel as well. So rookies isn't too important. We've already done everything we need to do at the black market, so let's go scan it, the intel thing. I was tempted to go scan at the skirmishers base, but the problem is I'm not entirely sure if that reduces excavation times. I know it reduces build times, but I don't know if that includes excavations. So we finished up mag weapons.
Like the early railgun prototypes. They fire projectiles at extremely high velocity.
I really like the, those definitely look home-built look to them. So that unlocks a bunch of different weapons that we can build at this point. In particular, we really want those pistols. So I was tempted to research the Gauss rifles or the plated armor, because plated armor is inspired. But we really kind of need to get that resistance communication up and going so we can increase our income. The only thing I'm afraid of with that is opening up another Chosen. I'd prefer to deal with those one at a time if I can, instead of having the chance of multiples of them. So we found the Templars. That gets us a free Templar. Game acted like it was going to freeze.
The elders see us as nothing more than raw materials for their design. We will take back our
So Templars are really, really good.
Facing the shared enemy.
Parry, they get an ability called Parry, which is very much like the Rangers Implacable. And basically what that means is they are immune to damage from one attack for one turn. So they're really good for just kind of like diving behind enemy lines. So we'll go ahead and do this Hunt the Warlock thing. We'll go ahead and send Lightmare. And I'm pretty sure I choose 2 random rookies again. Having a wide selection of people to take on a mission is a really good thing. I think I mentioned it before, but it's really hard to have like a quote-unquote A team in which you do every mission with, just simply because of the rested thing. So having a lot of people to rotate through is definitely a really good thing. So I wanted to take a look at the Templar. I thought maybe he came with upgrades, but I guess he doesn't. I see that Jamie Watson is available for promotion, but I'm not going to fool with that just yet. Let's go back out to the map here. Okay, maybe I am going to fool with that. Oh goodness. We go ahead and promote Jamie Watson. We go with another combat. Having multiples of each type is definitely going to be good. It'd be nice to get 2 to 3 medics and 2 to 3 tech specialists. I wanted to look at the weapons, but I thought we had more available, but we don't. It's also probably a good time to consider start building mine shields, but I think I end up deciding to hold off, and I'd prefer to get the weapon upgrades out of the way first, to be honest. Particularly the mag pistols, to make dealing with Lost even more trivial than what it already is. Getting the advanced shard rifle would be pretty good too, or shard gun for the Rangers. Honestly, I want it all. I want all of them, but we can't. Unfortunately, we can't afford them all. So I wanted to check and see what the mine shield thing, what it takes to build a mine shield, and it was 45 supplies. Unfortunately, we don't quite have that much, so back out to scanning intel for the time being.
Don't worry. I'm sure the commander will find something nice for you.
Incoming message for you, Commander.
And of course, here's the monthly update. As you can see, our income has went down, not only from building upkeep, but I think it has something to do with this dude too. That's another one that's not good. I don't want him getting stronger. I don't knock having a hidden event there. The resistance informant, not too worried about, and the advent sealed armor is not that big of a deal either. But the hidden one, yeah, I don't like that. So let's go ahead and reveal that one. Rapid response, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's really bad, actually. I don't want them getting reinforcements on guerrilla ops. So we got some new cards from discovering the Templars. In particularly, Deeper Learning 1 is going to be really good. The 10% increase on XP, definitely worth it. And it's definitely a lot better than what we had. So there's our monthly supply drop, but I want to finish up this intel scan. And the aliens make more progress towards the Avatar project. I'm not even remotely worried about that bar. Especially not right now. That bar is the last thing I'm concerned with. And we got some more alien debris cleared away. I really wanted to actually go ahead and build that other, build the Proving Grounds. But I went ahead and put the engineer in there, and I end up making a very big boo-boo, I believe. If I remember correctly, I end up making a boo-boo. So I want to save that for the training center, that space for the training center. And we're a little low on supplies to build it just yet. I think I accidentally, yeah, upgraded upgraded the resistance ring, which is the boo-boo I made. So I was instantly like, oh crap. Really don't know what to do at this point. So, I go ahead and I put the engineer into the resistance ring. Reducing the time it takes for us to complete those covert ops is going to be a really good thing. So let's head back out to the map and we'll finish scanning up this. Oh, never mind. No, we won't. Game always looks for a reason to interrupt your scans. But here we have a mission, Operation Gold Star, I believe is what that said. I pressed X way too fast. So we'll go ahead and do this one.
You should be aware.
We're gonna have Lost on this one again, so it's gonna be a really good idea to go ahead and take Lau. I once again considered not taking Dr. Featherston, but I ended up deciding to take Featherston. I don't even know why I removed him, but so our squad is going to be Callie, Lau, Marb, Pox, and Featherston. So that'll be who's going to be on this operation. I want to try to get everybody rotated in. It's really hard right now with there only being 5 slots. I don't want anyone to feel left out. Marb and his infinite cigar. Oh goodness. This shouldn't be too bad. There's gonna be a couple time benders in here. Just as a heads up. There was a lot of time spent just trying to figure out where everything was, because in this one not only was there Lost, there's Advent as well, so we had to deal with both, which ends up not being too bad. Having the sharpshooters around with those upgraded pistols makes it absolutely trivial. I like how when Pox came down the rope there, he went through the car and his legs is going through his overcoat there. It's really weird looking. So we immediately know where the VIP is, and he actually ends up being in a little bit of an inconvenient spot, to be honest. Him being on the second floor is a little annoying. But so I wanted to go ahead and move forward nice and slow. So there will be a time bender coming up here in the next couple of seconds. But I go ahead and move Pox up onto the second floor. Getting that height advantage is so important, and a lot of the times the enemies will not be on the second floor of buildings. They have a tendency to stay on street level. So
Roger that.
just go ahead and move Lau up against the building, move Callie up.
Scout.
It was unfortunate because with Lau's blue move, I couldn't really get him into cover from what I would expect to be the anticipated combat zone. But having to use the yellow move isn't all terrible. So I see an opportunity here to actually move Featherston into the building immediately. Just gotta make sure I don't send him through a non-broken window. That'd be terrible.
A useful aid.
Right here's the first time benders coming up. And like I said, it actually took me a lot of time to find the enemies. A surprising amount of time, actually. Went ahead and muted the bender because I realized in the last episode that we had one. It makes a lot of weird noises when you're fast forwarding it. Some of them are funny, but in this case they were just annoying. So we actually discovered the first pod. It's a purifier and a viper. They move on by, so not too concerned. But something really interesting happens. Really interesting. We can still see the viper because now, well, the purifier and the viper because now we're in the building. But the viper and the purifier, when they move, they activate a lost pod. Because when I first seen the video, I thought the activation was on us, but it was not. I actually thought it was the case with both videos, but with the way that they move, they don't even move remotely close to us with their initial moves, so that makes it relatively clear that they didn't aggro on us. And especially with the way that lost pod, they moved directly at the Advent troops and not closer to Featherston out on the balcony. Or Pockstops out on the balcony, my bad. So I see a perfect opportunity to remote start and kill the Viper instantly. Now, that is going to lure more Lost in, but double sharpshooter, not a concern. And this video is a perfect example of how ridiculously strong sharpshooters are against Lost. A perfect example, actually. So the purifier starts running for his life, and unluckily for him, he activated another lost pod, and then the original pod that was chasing him, I believe, also moves down with him. And then on top of that, yeah, there's another pod. He's just not having the best of days. So he's completely surrounded by Lost, and that's not even counting the fact that we're in the building waiting to take our turns to start messing him up. So he's not in a good spot. Not in a good spot at all. Unfortunately, Lau was actually in a really bad position to get multiple shots off, so I just went ahead and had him kill the purifier. And he gets him. It's unfortunate there wasn't an explosion involved, because if there'd been an explosion involved, it would have set every one of those guys on fire. But so let's do a Cali kill counter here. So there's one.
Target down.
And there's two.
It's down.
And there's three.
Target disabled.
Four.
Hostile neutralized.
Five.
Enemy eliminated.
It's at this point that he actually has shots in his rifle, so I decided to go ahead and take those two. So, 6,
Hostile neutralized.
7,
Enemy down.
8. Between the pistol and his rifle, he literally cleared out that entire pod outside of the purifier kill that Lau grabbed. And by the way, Callie, I'm pretty sure that's where Bob was at.
Others in the area.
Pretty sure you killed Bob, man. Pretty sure. So at this point, no one else really has vision. I do know that there is one down by the car near where we just rescued that one VIP.
No trespassers.
So I almost considered taking the shot, but I end up throwing her on Overwatch if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Readings are all over the place.
So he
The lost are
decides
all
to move.
right on top of you.
Activates her Overwatch. Which unfortunately wasn't enough to kill him. I didn't expect it to be honest. Just wanted a little bit of damage on him, so if she goes to make the next attack, she will kill him. But he made the weirdest move. Did not move far at all. And Callie takes him out with a pistol Overwatch. So that was kind of pointless. So here comes 2 more. They activate Featherston's Overwatch, and unfortunately he misses.
I did nothing.
I like how this guy's climbing that thing with one arm. Like he doesn't use his other arm at all. And he activates, him moving that far activates Marb. And Marb gets the Overwatch kill on him. So even though Featherston missed, Marb had his back. And I got a little bit of a glimpse at the next Advent pod, which is a sectoid and a purifier, if I'm not mistaken. So, Lau didn't have sight, unfortunately. Callie did, so I go ahead and take the pistol shot with him. And he gets him.
Target neutralized.
So that's what, 9, 10 kills for Callie at this point? So there's a tiny bit of a slow crawl here. It's not too bad. I knew that they were there. I just wanted to see what remote start options I had. I didn't know if I had one that was close to where the enemy pod was at or not. So I'll go ahead and move box tops up behind the burning truck. Lau unfortunately does not have sight. Picked like the worst spot to put him in, now that retrospectively. So Callie has a very good chance of killing that Advent Purifier. So go ahead and have him take the shot. Unfortunately, it does not kill him. So it just activates the pod. So the sectoid and the purifier move up into cover. And now it's a crap moment. So I go ahead and move Marb down behind that mail drop-off box. And Featherston actually has a shot on the sectoid, but the chances of hitting are just way too low. I didn't want to move him across the gap there and onto the train tracks, because that actually does not give him good sight of what's going on. And to be honest, I'm going to use him to grab the dude on the second floor there because of his grappling hook. Now that I think about it, well, now that watching the video back, I could actually see that he had the ability to grappling hook onto the balcony at the front of that apartment building that the VIP is in, and that's the move I should have made. That's what I get for not moving the camera around. So I think it's at this point that I realize that Lau's spot is a really bad spot, so I'll go ahead and move him over to where he can actually get vision on stuff, and I throw him into Overwatch. So the sectoid decides to raise the other purifier we killed as a psi zombie, which isn't. That's not too bad actually.
No respite for the dead.
It'd be a pretty
The aliens
easy
have
kill.
found a way to mind control them now.
They don't have a crap ton of health. And the purifier decides to set Lost on fire that are currently off screen. And then a swarm spawns as well. So that is all due to the remote start I pulled earlier. Pretty sure Featherston, he didn't kill the dude, he only damaged him a little bit. So the random specialist takes a shot and misses. Note that we did miss Overwatch shots. That's going to be important here in a bit. Marb cleans up a little bit there and kills one. Lau takes a pistol shot and kills another.
Hostile neutralized.
It leaves the Lost pretty spread out. I still don't really have a good angle on the sectoid, nor do I have a good angle on the purifier, but it's not that big of a deal. With Lau and Callie in the windows able to just take shots at things, it's not that big of a deal at all. I was trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to approach this situation. I do have two people on ground level that could take relatively clean shots. So I have Callie take the pistol shot at the damaged one there, but he could actually was in range. It's another kill for Callie. What is that, 10? 11? I've lost count at this point. You go ahead and take this rifle shot as well. So there's another one.
Target neutralized.
And to take this one, and unfortunately he does not roll high enough damage to kill the dude. So that was unfortunate, but it does leave him weak enough for someone else to kind of pick it up. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually Lau that ends up getting it. So Lau takes a rifle shot at another one, kills him.
Kill confirmed.
And the only option at this point is for him to kill the psi zombie, unfortunately. But he does get him. So,
Taken care of.
I mean, a kill's a kill. Can't complain too much.
Moving.
Go ahead and move Marb forward and behind the car directly in front of him. And now he has shots on things. So it's like, well, probably use him to clean up some more of the Lost. So he takes that shot there. Kills him. Unfortunately, he only had one shot before he had to reload. So the reload ends up eating the free action he got. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. So I really want to get Featherston in a position to get a good shot. And it's at this point that I've rotated the camera around, I can actually see the balcony that he can grapple and hook to. So go ahead and move him over there. And it gives him actually a pretty good angle on that sectoid. So he goes ahead and takes that shot. Gets some pretty good damage off on the dude. Unfortunately, he has to reload. So his second shot, it would have killed him if he had had the ability to take the two shots. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to.
Moving to designated coordinates.
I go ahead and move the VIP specialist forward and take a shot on the Lost there.
Enemy
Kills
destroyed.
it, and I got a glimpse of another Lost that was hiding in the fog of war there. And I go ahead and take this shot at the sectoid as well. She ends up getting him. which is kind of surprising, to be honest. I didn't expect that shot to connect. So now it's Pox's turn. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to get a flank shot on the sectoid, but here you see me almost forgetting about that Lost that is in the fog of war over here. So I go ahead and just move over, and I get sight on two Lost. The one that the Purifier set on fire, and then the one directly in front of Pox. So I just go ahead and I take that shot. I get revealed instantly.
We can no longer hide.
Having Silent Killer is going to make it to where Pox finishing off enemies is not going to be that big of a deal. I go ahead and take the second shot as well and kill the other one.
Return to your gods.
I didn't have sight on the sectoid, so I just went ahead and took the reload, and that ended up his turn. The Purifier decides to climb up and do the most useless thing that he does. I mean, the only thing he does. It's still useless. Tries to set Dr. Featherston on fire and fails. As per their history, they have never dealt damage to us with that flamethrower. So Lau has sight on the Purifier, but unfortunately he has a pistol shot which does not have good accuracy. So I go ahead and I take the reload and decide to move him across and on the train tracks there. Well, it's not necessarily a train track, it's the train platform, I guess is a better way to put that. So I go ahead and reload Callie as well, but he's not able to make it on top of that train platform. So instead I just put him down behind this newspaper stand. The LZ is on the train platform, so I might have to get up there. So I might as well go ahead and start, slowly inching people into positions where they can actually climb onto the train platform.
On Overwatch.
Featherston has the perfect shot on this Purifier, so go ahead and have him take it, and he gets the kill. And at this point, from here on out, really, there is no other enemies, so there's going to be a time bender until the end of the mission. It's pretty straightforward. Wasn't bad. Lost are not hard to deal with at all when you've got two sharpshooters. If Lau had been in a better position, I could have distributed those kills a little bit better, but bad positions, bad positioning. That falls on me, actually. So we go ahead and we get that VIP, and we take the time to grab the other one as well, since they were right there near the LZ. So go ahead and get every VIP extracted, and then I get all of our guys extracted. So another flawless mission. On the victory screen we're going to see right here in just a second, you'll see that there was 2 enemies we did not kill. I'm not sure what they were. I don't think they were Lost. I think they was actually Advent, but I'm not going to sit around and search for them. So I think I named this operation earlier Operation Gold Star, but it's actually Operation God Star. Oh god. So the reason why I told you to pay attention to the fact that the Overwatch shots miss is if you look at the successful shot percentage, it says 100%. So apparently the Overwatch shots do not count in the shot percentage. It's kind of a strange decision, or a strange way for them to keep track of it. I figured that the Overwatch shots would count towards that. Everyone leveled up. Unfortunately, everyone is tired. Everyone leveled up except for Dr. Featherston. The decision between Deadeye's and Lightning Hands is actually kind of hard, because Deadeye's not a bad ability. We just currently do not have the aim to properly use Deadeye, so I took Lightning Hands. taking a look at Pox's ability points and the abilities open to him, I end up taking Silent Killer. I take Needle as well, and I'm pretty sure I grabbed Shredder too. That armor shred and armor pin, it's going to be really nice to have. Target definition is definitely something I want to pick up, but we're currently not fighting the assassin, so target definition can wait till later. I did the same thing with Callie. Went ahead and took lightning hands on him as well. We can change that later if we have to. Took Shredder on Marb. And what I mean by that is actually in the training center we can redo ability options. So when I have the aim PCSs and the superior scopes to put on the rifles, I can actually retrain both Lau and Callie to go ahead and take Deadeye. Currently, at this moment in time, the aim penalty is so high on Deadeye that it's not worth us taking. So I just wanted to take a quick look at the soldiers that we have.
And you thought I talked too much, Commander.
And
How
we got
about
those
these
two
children,
specialists
huh?
there from that mission. So I put one as a medic, so we have another medic. I think that makes us at 2 medics, and this guy's going to go combat protocol and go down the tech tree. So that puts us at 2 medics, 2 hackers. I think. I could be wrong. We could actually have more than that. I think we have 4 specialists at this point. I mostly wanted to take a look and see if there was anything I needed to do. I considered putting the superior agility on Pox, or the superior mobility, but I don't want to make any of those PCS decisions just yet. I'd like to get some of the better ones available. Particularly aim. The aim ones are really good, not only for sharpshooters but for everybody. But I guess with that, guys, that ends up this episode. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays for those of you that aren't about that. And thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys in episode 8.